Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here on Sunday the 2nd of October 1988 on an historic occasion, because on this day St. Mary's of Rosslare are in the minor hurling championship final, county final, for the first time ever. These bunch of boys have been together for the last 4 years. They reached the semi-final last year and were beaten by Castletown, subsequent winners in the county final. They now play Sharmrocks of Enniscorthy, the team that went to the county final and were beaten by Sharmrocks last year. This is a very well-balanced Rosslare side, and we have some very good players on the team. And they meet a very strong opposition from the town of Enniscorthy, the Sharmrocks. I will just run through the names of the players again for you. And the St. Mary's team, in goal is Wayne O'Leary, full back is Noel Kerr, right corner back is John O'Connor, left corner back is the find of the year Kevin Power, right half back Colm Doyle, who has been changed from the half forward line to half back and has made it his own. At centre half back is Rod Guiney, a tower of strength and a member of the county minor team this year. And on the left half back, one of the youngest players on the field, Dennis Noonan, a lovely half-back, a stylish hurler, and we expect great things from him today. In the centre of the field is David Guiney, and a twin brother of Rod's, and partnered by Claude Howland, another member of the county minor team this year. Claude, who in the semi-final scored 1-6 out of the total score of 210. A great, fast, hard-working, stylish hurler. In the centre forward is Andrew O'Brien, very stylish hurler. And on his right is Peter Furlong, another young member of the team, 15-year-old Peter Furlong, can take his scores at any time. And on the left, Nicky Marner, who has been changed from the half-back line to half-forward, scored a great goal in the semi-final, and we're expecting great things for him today. The full forward is Ger Brennan. Ger Brennan, who started out the championship in the first match by getting 28 stitches in his face. But he is back today, and he's, as he was in the semi-final, and he shows that he can hurl and is a great hurler. On the right corner is David Myler from Togo. David's a big, tall, young 15-year-old, good hurler and strong player. On the left is Bob Lambert. Colm, who would be a minor next year if he had been born 2 days later. He is 18 on the 30th of December. And Colm has scored, I think, in every match as well. And now we have the two captains have tossed, or are about to toss. I think that everybody in Rosslare is in Wexford Park today to see this young team make history if possible. But win, lose or draw, these are heroes one way or the other. They are going to be the future of Rosslare hurling. They will, most of them was their last year as minors, and from here on they hope to go right up to Junior A, to win the Junior A maybe next year or the year after, and in the near future bring Rosslare into senior status. Now, Rosslare are playing from the road end with their back to the scoreboard, and Shamrocks defend the Clonard end of the pitch. Centre field, it seems Rod Guiney and David Guiney seem to be that bit bigger, but I think in general we have an average sized team, two average fair sized teams, and we're hoping now with the ball about to be thrown, and the ball is in and the game is away, and the Shamrocks number 8 has got the ball. Jim McKeown has set it down the field, but John O'Connor pulls it away, and Dennis Noonan comes in, clears it up the field. Rod Guiney has it in his hand. Rod Guiney takes a long drive up the field. Rod Guiney has it. Nicky Mariner puts his hand up, misses it. But it's pulled on by Claude Howland. It's still in the middle of the field. Claude Howland pulls on it again. Now it's Peter Furlong. Peter Furlong will. Colin Lambert pulls on it. Centres right. Colin Lambert centres right into the score. David Myler's on the ball. Peter Furlong was, and it's cleared out to the corner there by Peter Moorhouse from Shamrocks. A sideline ball from the very corner now for Rosslare, and Claude Howland is the taker. And Claude strikes right in along the headland, the end line, but Colin Lambert just fails narrowly to keep it from going over the end line. Now the puck out is taken, a good puck out into the centre of the field. Comes down here between Rod Guiney has it in his hand. Rod Guiney drives it. Rod Guiney's hooped. Rod Guiney has lost the ball. Rod Guiney, and it's been sent down the field now. Sent down the field there by Jim McKeown of Enniscorthy. And P. O'Connor, the centre forward, tried to draw it in, but it's over the sideline, blocked over the sideline, and now it's a sideline ball from the corner for Shamrocks. Tommy Doyle, number 12, is the taker. A great cut across the goal, right across the goal, and the left corner forward has it, but John O'Connor's got it out. John O'Connor's still bringing it out, and it's brought out again by Colm Doyle. Comes out the field. Colm Doyle is on the field now, and Tommy Doyle for Enniscorthy Shamrocks takes a great high ball right in, and the goalman has it in his hand. Wayne O'Leary pulls it up to kick it out, and it's locked out over the end line, and it's wide. Well done to Wayne O'Leary there. Great catch and a great move. That was on pressure now is off the Marys now, and Wayne O'Leary takes the puck out. Wayne O'Leary drives the ball, a long ball, right back down to the centre forward. Andrew O'Brien pulls on it up the field. David Myler's coming for it. So is Nicky Mariner. So is David Myler again. David Myler's still on the ground, on the ball. He pulls it up the field, where it's put out over the sideline by the halfback Jay Freeman for Enniscorthy Shamrocks. And it's a sideline ball, and Claude Howland is to take it. Claude Howland, I hope you can hear me with all the noise with the fans at the back here. And Andrew O'Brien pulls on the ball. Andrew O'Brien misses it this time. Centre half back D. Ellis clears it out. It was Harley Murphy. It was. It cleared it out. And he has been fouled, and it's a free now to Enniscorthy, and Jim McKeown of Enniscorthy Shamrocks to take the free. He lifts it, he strikes it, a wide ball, it travels fairly well down the field under his Rod Guiney, Dennis Noonan, and there's a great high ball in there by G. Cahill for G. Cahill, and it's dropped in the square, but it's a free out. And Wayne O'Leary to take the free. Wayne O'Leary lifts it, strikes it, and drives it right out the middle of the field. And under it there now is David Myler, but it's blocked down by Jim McKeown in the centre of the field. Rod Guiney goes out, picks it up, has it in his hand, tries to clear it, but it's hooked and it falls out over the line. And it's a line ball for the Shamrocks. And Jim McKeown is about to come take it again. Jim McKeown strikes it along the ground, not a great one at all, but David Guiney on the ball. David Guiney has it. David is running. Gone 5. He's gone 10. He's gone 20 yards. He takes his shot. He drives it, but he hits the ball. And Peter Furlong fails to, Nicky Marner fails to get it in his hand, and it's kicked out by the Shamrocks man. And our Welsh of the Shamrocks picks it up, and he is fouled by, well, we'll say by one of our St. Mary's. And now it's Jim McKeown about to take the free from the centre of the field. And after 5 minutes, there's still no score. Noel Pear, the full-back, has it in his hand. Noel Pear clears it out, way out, but it's over the sideline, and it's another sideline ball for the Enniscorthy Shamrocks. Jim McKeown of the Shamrocks is about to take it. He missed the last one. Will he miss this one? He didn't hit it so well. This again, David Guiney has it. David going up the field, gone 5 yards. He takes the easier course and drives it up the field. Now David Myler has it. David Myler has it in his hand. He takes a shot. It's right in to the goal. Jerry Brennan has it in his hand. It's supposed to be a score. And it's wide. Unfortunately, it's wide, but it was a great attempt by Jerry Brennan. That's the first time the forward really got a chance into St. Mary. Now it's under the... And it's Claude Howland under the bar. Claude Howland's away on one of his solo runs. He takes a shot. He drops it in around the square. And it's blocked back in by the corner forward, David Myler. Jerry Brennan goes for it. But the umpire had signalled it wide. So it's a puck out for the Enniscorthy Shamrocks. Goalman Shane Murphy takes a fairly good puck out right into the middle of the field. Under it again is David Guiney. Claude Howland goes for it. Claude Howland misses it. David Guiney goes for it. Misses it. And now it's his brother Rod is going on a solo run. Rod is going up the field. Rod takes the shot. And it's going in around the square now. And the Enniscorthy centre half-back is taken away. D. Ellis is... No, sorry, it's Harvey Murphy has taken it. But there's a long dropping ball in around the square, and it's gone wide. A puck out for the Shamrocks. Big long drive down the field. And here we are now. Say the St. Mary's are getting on top of the centre of the field at the moment, but whether they can capitalise on it or not, now it's gone into David Myler again. Jerry Brennan goes out. Jerry Brennan picks it. He has it in his hand. He takes the shot. No, it's gone wide. Gone wide. Harmlessly wide on the right-hand side of the left-hand side of the post. It's another puck out now for Shamrocks. Marys are putting the pressure on, but they're not capitalising. They're not scoring. They're not maximising on the score. Now as the centre forward in the centre of the field has got it way down the field. Dennis Noonan goes for the ball. Dennis Noonan drives it out, but Tom Dial for the Enniscorthy Shamrocks, and it's the first score. First score, 1 point for Shamrocks after 8 minutes of play. That's the first score in the game. The St. Mary's young supporters are booing, and I don't like that. I think that they should learn to enjoy the match without scores, without booing. And now it's Peter Furlong on the ball. Peter Furlong sends it down the field. Jerry Brennan has it. Jerry Brennan again has it in his hand. Jerry Brennan passed it out to Andrew O'Brien. Andrew O'Brien sent it wide. They're gaining in confidence, but they're not getting the scores. Another puck out for the Shamrocks. It's out into the middle of the field. Rod Guiney is under. Rod Guiney's taken away from Rod Guiney. David Guiney goes for it. David Guiney hits it, goes up the field, comes back down the field. And it's going down the field again. And it's a St. Mary's sideline ball. No, I think it's a throw-in. It's a sideline ball, or a ref's ball as we should say. And the sideline man throws it in. Goes up the field. Rod Guiney pulls and it's out over the line, and this time it is definitely was David Guiney. It's over the sideline, and it is a Sharmrocks ball, and Potsy Welsh takes it. What an unusual name, Potsy. It's a little better, not great, but a free and from almost dead straight in front of the post, out around the 45-metre line between them. It has to be another score, and it is another score. 2 points for the Shamrocks. The Shamrocks seem to be able to pick their scores off from long range, but that was a free, and the other one was got from play. And this great puck out now from Wayne O'Leary. Drops it down around the middle of the field. In under is Andrew O'Brien. David Guiney is fouled right on the 70-yard line. And his brother Rod comes up to take it. Rod is bending, lifting, striking and driving it high up into the air. Will it drop in around the square? Oh, good heavens, just missed there by Colin Lambert. Should have been in the back of the net, I thought. But down it comes again. Noel Pear blocks it. And it's gone in now with no full back. No full back. It's coming out. Colin Doyle goes for the ball. Colin Doyle. And now it's the Colin Doyle for Shamrocks. Full forward has it, pushed it back in. But it's the centre forward now. Philip O'Connor is on the ball. And now it's a race between David Myler and Jim McKeown for the ball. And it's pulling on it again. And it's young Dennis Noonan has the ball. But Dennis... And number 11, the centre forward, Philip O'Connor, has that ball in his hand. He takes another shot. It's gone right across the field now. It's gone right across the field to Paul Murphy. Paul Murphy races for the ball. Paul Murphy misses it. Can John O'Connor clear? John O'Connor clears it right up along the sideline now, where Nicky Marner runs for it. Nicky Marner pulls, Nicky Marner misses, and it's a free. It's a push in the back. It's a free up for the St. Mary's. A free from the their own 45 or 50, about 50 yards out. Rod Guiney the taker. Rod Guiney setting the ball up now. And Rod Guiney steps back. Oh, it's a sideline ball, actually, and it's out over the line again. Of course, there is a strong wind laying down the field from the Clonard end, and the Shamrocks have the benefit of it at the moment. And another free now for the Shamrocks, and the centre half back Harvey Murphy is about to take it. With 2 points still in, only 2 points in the whole game, is blocked down there well by Rod Guiney. Claude Howland has it. Claude Howland is away on his spectacular solo run. He drives it up the field. Where Andrew O'Brien is on. Andrew O'Brien pulls and catches the yash and Claude Howland comes for the ball. Claude Howland pulls, but it's got the better of it. It's gone out over the line by Tom Doyle of Enniscorthy, and now it's a sideline ball on the stand side of the field. Rod Guiney is about to take it. Rod Guiney sets the ball up. Rod strikes it not high, along the ground. Jimmy Peter Furlong has it. Andrew O'Brien pulls. Nicky Marner pulls. Colin Lambert. And David Guiney has it. David's going up the field on a solo run. He's gone 5, 10, 50. He takes the shot. And it's gone wide. Well, we could rule those wide before the hour is over. But that was a good try by David Guiney. Right up along the field. Now the ball is out the field again. And David Guiney drives it up the field. Andrew O'Brien is after. So is centre half back Harvey Murphy for Enniscorthy, but it's gone out over the sideline, and it's a sideline ball for St. Mary's, with Rod Guiney to take it again. Yes. You see Jim Sweeney over there on the far side, and I'm sure he is a little bit worried at this moment, but there's a good sideline ball from Rod Guiney. Drops down in around the square, and now it's David Myler on the ball. David Myler sends it in. Ger Brennan gets to it. Does he get to it? No, and it's gone out for a 65 metre way out on the far side. That'll be on the road side of the field. And it's sideline ball now, and this is it is a 65, and Rod Guiney takes it. And he sent it in far enough. It's coming in right down. It's going out to David Myler's corner. It's blocked down by David Myler. It's there by Nicky Marner. Nicky Marner goes for it. Nicky Marner gets it, misses it, runs over it. And now it's another sideline ball for the St. Mary's as Cossey Welch puts it over the sideline. And now this time it's Claude Howell to take the sideline ball. A great ball, but too high to the far side, right across the goal, but too high for the corner forward to get to. And yes, another wide for St. Mary's. I'd say there's at least 6 wides there for St. Mary's. After 17 minutes, Mary's still have not scored, and they're 2 points behind by 2 points to the Enniscorthy. Rod Guiney clears it, makes a great clearance, drives it up the field. And it's cleared back down the field again as fast. Colm Doyle goes for it. Colm Doyle misses it. Colm Doyle is still bet. Tom Doyle, and then Enniscorthy Shamrocks goes for it. He's going through. He takes a shot. He sent it right across the square. Number 15, Alan Paul Murphy gets it. He sent it out there where Dennis Noonan comes out, and it's a free up as Dennis was fouled going for the ball. Again, Rod Guiney to take her. Rod Guiney, good long drive down the field, down there to Nicky Marner. Nicky Marner gets it in his hand this time. Nicky Marner's blocked. He gets the ball again, and he drives it up the field, and it's Andrew O'Brien has it this time. Andrew O'Brien's trying his best. He pulls, but it's blocked. Nicky Marner gets it in his hand again. Nicky Marner loses it out of his hand. Now it's Claude Howland. Claude Howland has the ball. He's going along. He's gone 5, he's gone 10, and a nice left-handed shot. And yet another wide. With 18 minutes gone, and Claude our shooting irons must have been left behind at home. But maybe they keep up the pressure, they'll eventually come. Scores will eventually come. And now it's a puck out into the middle of the field, and right under there is David Guiney and Dennis Noonan. Dennis Noonan pulls on it across the ball. Andrew O'Brien gets onto it. Andrew O'Brien pulls, but he misses. Andrew O'Brien misses the ball. Andrew is chasing, and it's cleared away down the field there by that great centre half back Harvey Murphy for the Enniscorthy Shamrocks, and it says now is a 65 metre shot for Enniscorthy Shamrocks. I see they're changing the St. Mary's now. That Colm Lambert has gone in to full forward. Nicky Marner has been put to left corner, and Ger Brennan has moved out to right half forward. Ger is capable of playing anywhere, has played in the backs for a good few years, has been converted, and well caught there, is 65 right into the goal mouth to Wayne O'Leary. He drops it out to David Myler, David Guiney, and he's up the field. He's gone 25, 30 yards, and he misses the ball, but he drives it well in. And this time, it's Colm Lambert on the ball. Colm Lambert gets it in his hand. Colm Lambert drops it in around the square. And it's over the bar, the first score by Colm Lambert for the St. Mary's. He's opened up the score from full forward. The position I always felt he should fill at all times. now the Marys are going to play. The Marys will open their shoulders now, and Claude Howland is on the ball. Claude Howland drives it back down the field, where it's met by number 5, Barry O'Brien for Shamrocks. Now it's Kevin Powers on the ball. Now it's Rod Guiney. Rod Guiney, but he is beaten, and Tommy Doyle of the Shamrocks has the ball. He has been fouled by foul, and is a free in for the Shamrocks. And it's Jim McKeown, centre of the field, is about to take the free. He drops it in around. Is it over the bar? Yes, it's 1 point more. That's 3 points to 2. 3 points to 2. 23 minutes gone, and there's 3 points for the Shamrocks, 1 point for the Marys. And number 9, Patsy Welch has caught that ball. He's gone up the field on a solo run. It's caught again by Tommy Doyle, but there's a free as Patsy Welch was fouled going through. And the ref is now entering the name of our famous centre half back, Claude Howland, in his book. For what? I don't know. He did foul him, but didn't think it was necessary to take his name. So it's once again, it's young McKeown, John McKeown. Lifts, strikes and drives it, but it's gone wide. So once again, Wayne O'Leary to take the puck out. Wayne O'Leary waiting for the ball, taking his time. And now strikes it. Oh, not a great puck out. It's gone to Dennis Noonan. Dennis Noonan pulls the ball right up along, but it's gone over the sideline just beyond centre field. And it's a sideline ball for the Enniscorthy Shamrocks. And to take that cut is Barry Bryan. No, Harvey Murphy to take the cut. Centre half back for Shamrock. Not a bad cut. Low, but it got a long distance up. Tommy Doyle's gone for Kevin Power is on it. Tommy Doyle has it. Tommy Doyle is going through. He's gone down the corner. He has been followed by Kevin Power. He takes a shot and it hits off the goalpost. It comes back out. Can it be got out now? Colin Doyle is on it. John O'Connor. It's in there inside the backs. And there's a forward there with nothing to do. And it's a goal for the Enniscorthy Shamrock. 24 minutes gone and the Shamrocks have now lost a goal. That goal could be seen coming as the forwards got in behind the backs and left our goalman Wayne O'Leary with little chance. But now the Marys have it all to do. If they're going to salvage something from this match, they'll have to open their shoulders. Drop it in. And Harvey Murphy gets that ball. He drives it back down again. Oh, there's a lovely overhead stroke. And it's going in there, the centre forward. Philip O'Connor's gone to the end line. He goes through. And he takes another goal. After 25 minutes, and Philip O'Connor for Enniscorthy Shamrocks gets another goal. Now it's really, the fat is in the fire, and it's even. Now it's a puck out by Wayne O'Leary, down into the middle of the field. There it's coming again, and Rod Guiney's on the ground. There's. Come on. And Colin Doyle is under the ball. Colin Doyle has it, and no, Colin Doyle misses it. Noel Pear has it. Dennis Noonan strikes, misses it, strikes. Rod Guiney has it. Rod Guiney takes a shot, but it's half blocked down, and Patsy Welch from a long way out pulls on the ball, drives it right in. Wayne O'Leary gets it, strikes it back out, but it's again this. Claude Howland is on the ball this time. Claude Howland pulls on it, but it's Tommy Doyle. Tommy Doyle from the Enniscorthy has the ball. He drops it in around the square. A clash in the ash between Noel Pear. Noel Pear gets it out the field. It's coming further out the field. No, yes it is. And now it's Colin Doyle on the ball. He drives it up the field where Andrew O'Brien runs with Harvey Murphy. Andrew O'Brien got it in his hand. Andrew O'Brien tried. Oh, it happens to be a sideline ball. They were playing away there, not minding the sideline man. So it's a sideline ball for the Marys once again, and Rod Guiney about to take it. I can say that Jim Sweeney is sweating now out there in the far sideline, and there's no gap on this sideline. When the ball goes in once again, John O'Connor comes out with it. John O'Connor, oh, he ran too far with it in his hand. John O'Connor, unfortunately, well caught, and I did think that he was. I was amazed that the ref hadn't even blown before that. And now it's Patsy Welch this time to take it. He bends, he lifts, he strikes dead straight in front of the goal, and it's 3-4 to 1 point for the Shamrocks. This Enniscorthy team is a good team. Well balanced. And now there's seems to be a further switch on the Rosslare team, as Gerard Brennan has now moved out to the half-back line. Colm Doyle has moved to the half-forward line, and he has just now put it over the sideline, and it's another cut for the sideline ball for the Enniscorthy Shamrocks. And Harvey Murphy is about to take it. That's a great sideline ball way down the field, but Gerard Brennan gets to, he blocks it down, but who should pick it up? Enniscorthy's number 10, Garrett Cahill. But now it's Dennis Noonan. Dennis gets it up the field. Claude Howland, and he misses, but it's a free up as Dennis Noonan was fouled. This time it's Gerard Brennan to take the free. Gerard is no stranger to the half-back line, and now he takes this free. A long puck, great drive up the field. In under it is David Moyler. Also is Andrew O'Brien has it in his hand. Andrew O'Brien has it. Rod Cowlan tries to get it. Andrew O'Brien again. Colm Doyle down on it. Colm Doyle gets it. Colm Doyle puts it in, and it's gone back out the field where David Guiney gets it. And David Guiney puts it over the bar for the second point for St. Mary's. 28 minutes gone. The Marys have succeeded in scoring 2 points. I'm sure that when they get the wind in their back, they will probably help out a lot more, and hopefully. And Rod Guiney goes high into the air for the ball. And so does Gerard Brennan, comes after the ball. But he pulls on the ball. Tommy Doyle goes to the ground, and now it's sideline or a free for Enniscorthy Shamrocks. Patsy Welch to take it. A long drive right down, a big high ball dropping in around the square. Is it going wide? It is gone wide. So once again now with time running out in the first half, our puck out there under his Rod Guiney, playing his usual hard working game. A big long drive down the field. Out comes David Moyler, out, pulls across, and it's gone wide. Picked up and pulled on and gone wide. And now we have a puck out. The time must be ticking away. Must be getting near half time now. The goalman, Shane Murphy, drops it down to the middle of the field where Tommy Doyle is on it. Where Tommy Doyle is going away with the ball. And Gerard Brennan blocked him this time. He's not getting change out of Gerard Brennan, but it happens to be going for a sideline ball for the Marys. Rod Guiney to take it. Rod Guiney drives a great sideline ball up the field. Colm Doyle goes for it. Colm Doyle misses it. And now it's Patsy Welch. He gets a stroke in, but it's half blocked. David Guiney has it. And he coming right across the field towards the stand, the whole way across. He is great man on the shoulder run. Takes a long shot right back to the other corner where David Moyler comes out. David Moyler misses it. He should have had it in his hand, but he missed it. Now it's Claude Howland going through. Claude Howland, can he? Oh, another wide. The corner of the net. Unfortunately, just barely wide. I thought that was in the corner of the net. It was very, very close. Hard look on Claude there. He tried hard, and here's a very low puck out. Can Claude get it? Claude has it. Claude's going through. Claude's going, takes another shot, and it's blocked down, well blocked down by the centre half back. Nicky Marner comes out here to try and get the ball. Nicky Marner turns his man. He's going through. Nicky Marner gets the ball. He takes a shot, and it's a free in. There has been a foul on Nicky Marner, so it's a free in there. So with Claude Howland to take it, I'd say it must be on the call of half time. Maybe we can get the third point for ourselves in the first half, and that'll leave it with 7 points down, which is not a nice position at half-time. Claude is fixing it up, takes a look at it, and puts it over the bar. That's the 3rd point now for Claude. 2nd point for Claude. No, 1 point for Claude, 1 for Colum. Maybe Claude got it. So the 3 scores for half-time was Bob Lambert, open scoring. I wonder what changes will be made or how we'll go about it. Will the wind make that big difference when they come out in the second half? Can the Mayordies do it? That's the big question there is. Well, I hope and pray that, from my point of view, I hope that they can do it, and I think they will be able to do it. And I'm sure that there's men like Jim Sweeney, Noel Goff, Liam Griffin, Jim Doyle, Margaret Doyle, and all the parents that are here today, and all the young people that are here. They all hope and pray that the Mayordies will come out in the second half and turn the game around. There will be some talking, hard talking, I'd say, in the dressing room at this moment. And now we have Paddy Coy, the oldest member of the St. Mary's Club that has never missed a match. Paddy will be very happy if they take home this trophy. We'll be looking forward to giving him the cup this evening. Beside him is Bridget Boyce, another young lady from Rosslare, and John Boyce, also from Barryville and Rosslare. Just before the Marys come back out of the field, here's one of the oldest and greatest Gaels in Rosslare, Paddy Coy. Paddy, what do you think of the match?
It's a fairly good match.
Look up at the camera.
Rosslare and Liverpool. There hasn't too many boys.
That's it, yeah. They have
whatever they do in the second half, now with the win.
That's it. Well, we'll hope for the best in the second half. And we'll be able to give you the cup when the match is over. Yeah. Right, Paddy, thanks very much. And now the Mayordies are back out and... Oh yeah, go ahead. Take follow. Still on. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is just about to commence. The referee has the ball in his hand. All eyes are on the ball. He checks his watch. He throws in the ball, and the second half of this county final is on. Rod Downey goes the wrong way. No, he does. He drives it in. Andrew O'Brien goes for it. Andrew O'Brien catches it. And Andrew O'Brien has gone down the field. He drives it in along low. Colum Doyle goes in. Colum Lambert pulls, but it's at 65. It has to be. It was well blocked. A great connection there by Colum Lambert. That would have been a goal if only the fullback had his footer in the right place. Colum Lambert connected on it perfectly. And that's what we would have needed. But we have a 65, and it is up to Claude Howland now to open the scoring in the first half. Yeah. It's up to Claude Howland to open the score in the first half. He strikes it. A good long ball. It doesn't look true though. It's gone wide. Once again. We have the wide after 1 minute of play. And now we will see what way the puck out goes. The full-back goes in to take out the puck out. Can the full-back drive it hard against a fairly strong breeze there out on the field? Now all eyes are on the full-back. He strikes it now. It's a good puck out. Right out into the centre of the field, where Dennis Noonan misses it. Ger Brennan gets it. Where David Guiney has it and he can't control it. He has it now and he sends a great ball down the wing. Down the wing there to Colum Doyle. Colum Doyle gets it in his hand. Colum Doyle's gone down the wing soloing. Colum Doyle's still going ahead. Colum Doyle's going right in. Colum Doyle drives it over the bar for a point. The scoring is opened by wing forward Colum Doyle, who is wing back, who has been changed to wing forward. Right centre over the bar. And now that's just what they made. With 2 goals in it and only 2 minutes gone in the second half. can the Marys keep up this? Will they keep it up? That's the big question. Dennis Noonan gets his hold of the ball. And Claude Howland has it now. Claude Howland takes a long drive down the field. It's going in around. Lambert gets it. Colin Lambert slips and it's come out over the sideline. No, it's not over it yet. Andrew O'Brien has gone for Andrew O'Brien, picks it up and drives it in across the square. And Colin Lambert pulls and David Myler gets the goal! David Myler! No, it was Nicky Marner came in for the goal. No, David Myler it was. David Myler came in for the goal. And now with only a goal in it, after 3 minutes. Unbelievable stuff here. The Marys have really come back into the game. And Todd Howland is under the ball this time. He misses the ball. Ger Brennan gets in for it. Dennis Noonan stops it. Rod Guiney comes into it. And now it's a free in for the Shamrocks from the centre of the field. And Potsy Welsh again to take it. Potsy Welsh right. Big long ball right straight, or is it going to the right and wide? Well, now we quite see the reason why our St. Mary's didn't score in so much in the first half. The wind taking it to the side. Wayne O'Leary drives it right out. Where Potsy Welsh misses it. Claude Howland has it. Claude Howland pulls it across. No, Andrew O'Brien. Claude Howland has it now. Claude Howland drives it in and yet another wide. No, it's off the sideline. Oh! And no one is watching the ball. And now it's coming out the field again. It's cleared out there by Harvey Murphy. Harvey Murphy. Tommy Doyle has it. Rod Guiney has it. Rod Guiney going down the field. Rod Guiney has gone way down the field. He's been tripped and it's a free in for Rosslare St. Mary's. Rod Guiney is really now opening his shoulders. And Claude Howland is about to take this free. Claude is very good on the free. If his nerve holds up, he gets it straight and he drives it wide. Usually very good on a free. The big occasion maybe too much for Claude. Everybody's giving him a good shout now, but the fans are behind him. The wind is behind him. And with these young men can really pull it out of the fire if they want to, because they have the ability, they have the strength, they have the courage. And yet again, it's Potsy Welsh gets it. Potsy Welsh goal, tries it, and it's not blocked. And now we have it. Again, it's into Tommy Doyle. Tommy Doyle takes a shot, and it's a point for Enniscorthy Shamrocks. Now 4 points behind. And Tommy Doyle is a thorn on the side of St. Mary's. A very fine hurler indeed. Strong lad too. Wayne O'Leary drives it out, way down the field. Dropping in right into the middle of the field. Where it goes out to number 10, who is Tommy Byrne for the Shamrocks. It's gone out over the sideline, and it's a sideline ball for the Shamrocks with Sean Roach to take it. Sean Roach takes a good cut into the field. Can we stop him? Tommy Doyle is on it. Tommy Doyle going through again. Tommy Doyle landed right over to the full forward. Oh, and it's well blocked by Ger Brennan. Well blocked by Ger Brennan. Barry. Claude Howland has it. Claude Howland, Rod Guiney pulls on the ball. Claude Howland hooks. Claude Howland fails to capitalise on the ball. And it's now Philip O'Connor has gone in on. No, Raymond Marr, centre forward, gone in for. Noel Pear catches in. Noel Pear, and he's blocked. Ger Brennan gets it into his hand. And it's a free out for the St. Mary's as Ger was fouled. The Enniscorthy men are great at moving a ball to their advantage, or otherwise, if so be it. Now, and it's Rod Guiney to take this great ball out. Rod Guiney then lifts and strikes it away down the field. Right down now where Potsy Welsh goes for it. And it's Andrew O'Brien has the ball. Andrew O'Brien sends it down the wing. Nicky Marner comes out for it. Nicky Marner gets it in his hand. Nicky Marner has it. Nicky has it in his hand. And he passed it out to Andrew O'Brien. Andrew O'Brien doesn't get it in his hand. Oh, yes, it's down along the line by Andrew O'Brien. It's back up the line and over the line by Bertie. Looking. Bertie Bryan. Now it's Rod Guinness to take the sideline ball. A right one, right in around the parallel, look now. In under the ball. David Boyler has it. No, Nicky Marner has it. Nicky Marner takes a shot and it's wide. Seven minutes gone in the second half and about 4 wides and 1 goal and 2 points scored. Can the St. Mary's keep up the momentum? And there seems to be a sub coming on for St. Mary's. Peter Furlong from Rosslare. Peter, who can be very good in the day, has come off. And where do I see who's come in? There's Tommy Byrne has been brought on for Peter Furlong. And the hook out now is taken right in under his Andrew O'Brien. So is Potsy Welsh. So is David Guinness. And so again is young McKeown. And there goes Tommy Byrne. He has the ball, but he has been fouled. Tommy Byrne got his first touch of the ball, but he was fouled. And it's Rod Guiney to take the free. Ger Brennan has taken the free this time. Oh, sorry, it's Claude Howland has taken the free. Claude takes a long shot, drives it right in. Is it going in around the square? Oh! Wide again from Tommy Byrne. Hard look, Tommy. Pressure is on. We've got the chances. Are they going to take all day? Our hearts want to be good. Our hearts want to be good. And it's a long puck out there from Shamrock. In under is Dennis Noonan. A lovely block down by Dennis Noonan, but it's out over the sideline. And it's yet another sideline ball for Enniscorthy Shamrock. And John McKeown. Potsy Welsh to take it. It's Potsy Welsh taking the sideline ball. All eyes are on the ball. A very low puck out, low cut. It's got, and it's now a sideline ball for, poked out over the line by a Shamrocks man, and it's a sideline ball for the St. Mary's. Rod Guiney to take it. Rod Guiney rushes up to take this ball. Rod Guiney, oh, hits it completely, and Tommy Doyle gets it. Tommy Doyle going ahead now. He's gone 5, 10, 15, and he sent it right in around the square. Noel Pear comes out with the ball. Noel Pear missed the ball, and it's gone right in behind him. And now it's Kevin Power. Noel Pear still gets it out. Ger Brennan is on the ball. Rod Guiney drives it out the field. Is it going over the sideline? And it has just gone as Colm Dye got to it. So it's a sideline ball now for the Enniscorthy Shamrocks. And once again, this time it's John McKeown to take it. John McKeown back from the ball. And he takes a shot, a very good sideline ball, curling right in around. Noel Pear blocks it down. Noel Pear gets it out. Rod Guiney, John O'Connor goes first. And so does, it's passed up to the full forward, Alan Doyle. He sends it into Tommy Doyle, number 12, and Tommy Doyle sends it over the bar for a score for the Enniscorthy Shamrocks. That's 2-6 to 1-4. And we have it all to do. This is a good little team from Enniscorthy. Town that's steeped in hurling history. And there's a bit of a melee in the middle of it, as the Shamrocks have it in their hand again. And it's now David Guiney. David Guiney pulls, but it's Potsy Welsh at the ball. Potsy Welsh is going ahead with the ball, and he ran too far. He had cooked the ball away out to the far side of the field, and I think if the ref had seen that, he should have moved it up, but he didn't, or wasn't paying attention. Potsy didn't agree with that decision. And he's going to drop this in around the square. It's a great ball going in around. Can it be stopped? Yes, it's blocked down. No one knows what to do with it in there. The full-backs were looking at the corner-back was looking at the goal-man was looking at, down on the wing. Colm Dyle has it. Colm Dyle has been fouled. And it's a free in for St. Mary's, right from the 51-yard line, and Claude Howland to take it. That ball was a little bit high for the forward, but Colin Lambert happened to block it down. Some of the backs scooped it out, and now it's Claude Howland to put it over the bar this time. No, unfortunately no. Claude, who was so safe and so sure on all occasions, today hasn't got his act together. And I see now that Claude has been moved to centre forward. Andrew O'Brien back out in the middle of the field. Rod Guiney going for the ball. Rod Guiney gets it. Rod Guiney. We don't know exactly what way that ball went, but I should think that it's a Mary's ball, but I think the referee is going to throw it in. I would think it was a Mary's ball. It was blocked off a Rod's hurl, and it's a good pull by Rod Guiney, and this time it's over the line, and if anything it should be a, and I give the ref decides to give it to Sharmrocks. If it was a clash ball, I would like to think that it was a ref's ball, but there again, and oh now, and Rod Guiney gets it this time. Drive it, Rod. That's it, Rod. Come on now, Claude Howland, and Claude gets it. Claude catches it. Claude has gone on his usual solo run, right in around 30, 40 yards. And Colm Doyle has been blocked. Colm Doyle gets a great shot. No, it was David Guiney actually. And they're all trying hard in there now. Now Claude Howland has it again. Claude Howland sent it in, this time a long high ball. Can it be blocked out? Yes! And it's coming in this time. There's a great clearance there, no doubt about it, a great clearance. And it's a Millie in the middle of the field. Now it's number 10. Gary Carr send it up the field. Now it's Dennis Noonan racing for the ball. Dennis Noonan gets it back when it's Tommy Doyle is waiting for it. And Ger Brennan, it's Andrew O'Brien is chasing him. Dennis Noonan is in front of him. Andrew is still there. Ger has let them in. Ger Brennan has it now. Ger Brennan comes away with it. Ger Brennan still on the ball, trying to control it. Doesn't get it. Tommy Doyle is there. But it's pulled on by John O'Connor. And it's still Tommy Doyle going down the wing. And it's a sideline ball if ever I've seen one, but it's seemingly they didn't see it. Now it's well blocked there by John O'Connor. It's going right in across now. Wayne O'Leary, the goalkeeper, what has that gone wide? It's a puck out for the same area. Wayne O'Leary doesn't waste any time. Drives it right down the field. Down to Tommy Byrne. Tommy Byrne has the ball. Tommy Byrne picked it, couldn't hold on to it, and it has now gone over the sideline. But it is a ball, sideline ball for the St. Mary's. Rod Guiney to take it. The urgency in the team is evident. They're doing everything, although Rod mishit that one. And with the whole team ahead of him, come on! And it's Rod Guiney again on the ball. Rod is blocked, I'd say chopped, but he still has the ball. A great little bit of stuff. He's a free in for Rod Guiney. Rod to take this free. Can we get a score from this? Seems to be some changes in the... No, everything is right. The ball is coming in around. I thought that was a 65, but seemingly it's not. Or is it? It is a 65, and Rod Guiney to take it. After 16 minutes now, the score is 2-6 to 1-4, and there is right in, and it's, oh, Claude Howland has it. Claude Howland, and Claude again sent it wide. Well, Claude is not to think that that man scored 1-6 in the semi-final, and could have scored as many more points today if he could get the direction. Unfortunately for Claude today, it's not his day, and they're good hurler is. Now it's Ger Brennan, great clearance from the puck. And now it's Tommy Byrne. Tommy Byrne still. It's Colm Doyle on the ball. Colm Doyle sends it out to the wing. Colm Lambert is going out after. Colm Lambert gets it out there. Colm Lambert sends it in to Tommy Byrne. Tommy Byrne drives it across the square. It's out to the corner back. And it's well cleared out. So Nicky Mann is under it. Can he get it? No, Ger Brennan misses it. Dennis Noonan sent it down the wing. Colm Doyle has the ball. Colm Doyle breaks through. Colm Doyle's going through. 2 men after him. He's hooked. He's blocked. And it's coming back to Rod Guiney gets it. No, Claude Howland has it now. Claude Howland turns through. Oh, and David Guiney misses that lovely pass. And it's coming out now to Patsy Welch. No, number 14, way down the field for Alan Doyle. Way down the field. And it's coming up Dennis Noonan. Pulled, but and it's going through. That's the scout on the wing here again. That's the full forward line. Alan Doyle from full forward, way out the middle of the field. Oh no, free at all. I didn't think that was a free. I thought he was booked properly, but the ref seems, and the ref is right, so all right, whether we like it or not. And now, can we, or is it another score for the Shamrocks? Patsy Welch lifts it. He strikes it, a long, low ball, and it went to the back of the net. Unfortunately, no pair went to stop it. The goalman had his hand for it, and right to the back of the net. It's a puck out, a great long puck out now, and under is Claude Howland. Claude Howland going ahead. No, it's not Claude Howland, it's gone this time. It's the centre. Harvey Murphy comes out with it. The man in the helmeted man, and the one man on the, and he's hooked by Claude Howland. And it's gone up now to Alan Doyle, the full forward, who sent it right across the field there. Right across the field where Kevin Power is coming out. Kevin Power comes out. Kevin Power pulls on it, but it's gone out over the line, and it's a line ball for the Marys. A line ball for Dennis Noonan to take it. A lovely puck there by Dennis Noonan. Well cut by Rod Guiney. He goes down the field. He has it in his hand now. Way down the field. He's soloing in right along the field. He's dropped it. But he has been fouled. And it has been fouled. And there's a little bit of a schmozzle there between Harvey Murphy, I think it is, and Rod Guiney. The two centre half backs actually. Either will give in to the other. But it's now a free for the Marys. And this has got to be dropped in around the square. Has got to be a goal, or at least a point. And Rod has got his shooting irons on with another point. 20 minutes gone now, and the score now is 3-6 to 1-5. Well, if the Marys are ever going to do it, they'll have to do it in the next 10 minutes. Can they do it? It's a good team. This is Enniscorthy Shamrocks are a good team. They are playing, every one of them playing very well, and they are even now bringing on a young sub, a very young sub. In fact, he's so small to be going on a minor team, I think he could be dangerous. But he's been brought on, I suppose, one of the few subs that they have, and we're waiting now for the puck out, the referee. And the puck out has been taken. Way out down there. Rod Guiney tries to catch it, doesn't catch it. Ger Brennan has it. Ger Brennan has been fouled as he goes away with the ball, and now it's a free in. Rod Guiney is going to take the free. And the ref makes him put it back a yard. And now Rod Guiney has the ball. Rod lifts it, strikes it, and drives it right down in around the square. Can we get a ball? Oh, there's a great connection there for St. Mary's, but unfortunately it has gone wide. I think there's a few changes. I actually think that David Guiney has gone into full forward. Colm Lambert has been moved out on one corner. Jimmy Wickham, I think, has been introduced to the game. As far as I can see now, that's Jimmy Wickham over there. David Myler has gone off. And now Tommy Byrne. Can Tommy Byrne get the ball? No, but Claude Howland has it. Claude Howland takes a look and mishits it. Tommy Byrne gets it. Tommy Byrne gets it ahead of him. He's sending it in. It's sent out. It's going in. It's not. It's coming out now. And Harvey Murphy for Enniscorthy Shamrocks drives it away down the field. And Gerald Brennan gets it out the field. David Noonan comes after it. David Noonan's drives it down the field. Well played for David Noonan. Here Rod going, Claude Howley gets the ball. Claude drives it in around. Colin Lambert gets it. Colin gets it. And Colin was fouled, so it's a free in. And now, can we get a point here to make it 1-6 to 3-6? The two. Time running out now and say about 7 minutes left in the game. Claude Howley, can he score this one? Yes, Claude has got another point. Now we want to... 8 minutes left in the game to be exact, and 2 goals between the two teams. With a very overcast sky here in Wexford Park. We're waiting now for the goalman who is taking his time pucking out the ball. In actual fact, it's the fullback who has taken the puck out. A good one, well caught. Andrew O'Brien goes out for it. Andrew O'Brien, and it's going out the field. Mickey Mariner pulls on the ball. It's gone down the line. There, the centre forward misses it. Our centre forward is on. Andrew O'Brien has it in his hand. Andrew O'Brien picks it, lifts it, but blocked out, and it's a sideline ball for the St. Mary's. Nicky Mariner to take it. And a beautiful sideline ball down along the corner. A great cross across the goal there by Colin Lambert. And Claude Howlin has it. Claude Howlin puts it over the bar for another point. Only 5 points in it now. And 6 minutes to go. Is it? And 6 minutes to go. There's only 4 points in it now. 5 points. Can we score 2 goals? Can we score a goal? That's up to the Marys out here. David going in at full forward. And the full back is taking his time pucking out the ball. He drives it way down the field. A great long hook out. Ger Brennan has it in the hand. Ger Brennan drives it just as far back down the field. Here out goes Jimmy Wickham. Young Jimmy Wickham, 15-year-old, has come on the field. Jimmy Wickham pushes it in further. Now, it's a free in, a chop down on young Jimmy Wickham as he went to pick up the ball. Shamrock's man chopped. I suppose it will be very hard to hear all this commentary with all the noise at the back, but there's nothing like good support, and Claude Howlin takes a shot, and it's out. And Colin Lambert puts it back in, but it went out along the far corner. Now it's David Guiney out. David Guiney has the ball. David Guiney is about to send it back in, right across the square. Can Colin Doyle get it? Colin Doyle has it in his hand. Colin Doyle misses it. Colin Doyle pulls again, but this time it didn't come for Claude Howlin. It's coming away. The centre half forward. Nicky Mariner has it. Nicky Mariner's gone down the sideline. And he sent it right in where Colin Lambert pulls on it, misses it. Colin Doyle picks it up. Colin Doyle turns around, takes a shot, and it's gone over the bar. And there's only 4 points in it. With 5 minutes to go, they have their backs against the wall. The Shamrocks are fighting for their life here now, and it's up to the St. Mary's. They have nothing to lose, only go all out now to score. Now the full-back takes his time again pucking out the ball, but it's out, and it's a good puck out. We'll have to give him that. Right out to the middle of the field where Andrew O'Brien gets it. Andrew O'Brien misses it. Andrew O'Brien. And now it's Ger Brennan coming for the ball. Ger Brennan misses the pick-up. And Ger has it. And Ger hits it. And Andrew O'Brien has it. And Andrew O'Brien blocked. Tommy Doyle and Scardy has it. Lovely block. Come on. That was the most unusual thing. As the Shamrocks man was blocked, the ball fell to the ground, and he stood looking at it, and then the ref decides to throw in the ball. And it should have been let the next man hit it. And Rod Guiney pulls. Andrew O'Brien gets it. Andrew O'Brien tries to pick it. Rod Guiney goes out with it. Rod Guiney has it in his hand. Rod Guiney drives it down the field. And it's going in there now. Can we get it in our hand? Colin Lambert gets to it. Colin Lambert has the ball. Colin Lambert takes a shot. Oh, wide. Unfortunately, well, it seems to be a disease with the Marys today. We could have been only a goal behind if you had that point, but We still have 4 or 5 minutes to go, and it's come out to the sideline. Colm Doyle is on the ball. Colm Doyle has the ball. He's going down the sideline. Way in. He's lost the ball. He's a free in. Now, a free for the St. Mary's. With Claude Howland, I'm always saying Claude Howland to take this free. Can Claude put this over the bar? Only 1 goal in it. 3 minutes left and 1 goal in it. 4 points in it. Can Claude put this over the bar? He did not put it over the bar. He did not put it over the bar. Unfortunately, Claude is not in the shooting iron today. 3 minutes left and 4 minutes, 4 points to go. Can we do it? Now, there's a puck out again. It's right out in the middle of the field. John O'Connor, the corner back. Gerald Brennan. Gerald Brennan missed it. Gerald Brennan pulls on it. Gerald Brennan is blocked. Noel Pear's out there. Gerald Brennan is still there. Gerald Brennan is still there. Noel Pear gets it. Noel Pear pulls it out of the field. John O'Connor pulls it out of the field. It's gone back into Noel Pear, where Tommy Doyle gets it. Tommy Doyle takes a shot right across, where there's no one, only the goalman in there. Wayne O'Leary clears it out the field, away down the field, to where that sub number 17 comes. A small little blondie fella, but he is out over the sideline, and it's a sideline ball for the Marys. With only 2.5 minutes left now, Rod Guiney to take this sideline. Can we ever make a goal? It's a great match, no matter one way or the other. And there's the smallest man on the field, youngest man on the field, I think, too. Gets that ball in his hand, drops it. Rod Guiney has it. Rod Guiney all through. Rod Guiney's gone 10, 20. He's been blocked down. He's lost the ball. And it's come back up the field again. Ger Brennan goes for it. Tommy Doyle goes for it. Ger Brennan gets it across the field. Where there's Patsy Welch is all on his own in the middle of the field. It's not Patsy Welch, it's actually Alan Doyle, the full forward, way out in the half-back line. Takes a shot, and it's gone wide. 1 minute left in the game. No, doesn't seem possible, except there's extra time. It doesn't seem possible. The ball has gone out. Rod Guiney has it in his hand. Rod Guiney sent it way down the field. Where Harvey Murphy is centre half back first. Send it down the field to the second wall corner forward, who turns his man. Noel Pear's on the outside. Tommy Doyle is on the inside for Shamrocks. He takes shot. He looks. He's blocked. Noel Pear's going after him again. And Noel Pear blocks him once again. But it's a sideline ball for Shamrocks with time running out. Unfortunately for the St. Mary, but they put up a great show for the first time ever in a county final. And it's blocked down by Kevin Power. Kevin Power's trying to keep it out. There's a hellish tussle at the corner back. Andrew O'Brien kicks it on, but he kicks it out to Tommy Doyle. Tommy Doyle drives it high into the air and over the bar. So that makes it 6 points. No, 1-8 is 11, and 9-7 is 16. Colm Doyle goes for the ball. Colm Doyle pulls on the ball. Claude Howland drives it. Patsy Welch gets it. Andrew O'Brien has it. Andrew O'Brien's going down the sideline. Andrew O'Brien lets it over the sideline. No, he drops it down along the field. Colm Doyle, Lambert drives it right in across the square. David Guiney's got the ball. David Guiney sends it across the square. And the goalman has it. Does he clear it? He clears it out over the end line, and it's a 65. It's a time wasting, but it's...
We need a goal! We need a goal!
And the girls here are all excited. They say we need a goal, but I think that time is running out. And Rod Guiney is going to take the free. Rod Guiney lifts it, strikes it, drops it in around the square. It's the only hope we have. Can anybody get it? Yeah, Tom Byrne caught it, but he dropped it out of his hand. Tom Byrne still has it. Tom Byrne sends it across the square. Where it's pulled on by David Guiney, pulled on by Tom Byrne again. And it's come out the field. Where it's pulled on again by Claude Howland. And it's David Guiney again. David Guiney's trying his very best down there in the corner. And it's now Tom Byrne pulling it across. And it's brought out the field again. But this time Jimmy Wickham gets it. A lovely stroke in around him. Oh! I thought that was a 65 myself, but it's not. And it should have been... And now the ball is down, and the game is over. And Shamrocks have won the match, county final of 1988, and the Mary's St. Mary's, and the score was 3-7 to 1-8. It was a great match, great sport, and I'm sure that while they will be all sad that they have lost the match, they have done St. Mary's proud. They have played a great game. The luck just wasn't with them today. They have a great team, they have a great future, and St. Mary's won't have to worry about the future of hurling in Rosslare. There was a great exhibition of hurling by both teams, and the Shamrocks had that edge all the way through, and they held on to play. So they did. So there we are. We'll both that the Shamrocks are coming over here now to receive the cup. And it's unfortunate, we would like to be coming up here front, but we'll have to say well done to the Shamrocks. Also, while I'm talking, I would like to say well done to Kilmore, who won the under-14 in the previous match. Good hurling match too. There's great excitement now with the Shamrocks. And unfortunately, all the Marys are as dejected, but they have played a great game. They can be proud of the way they played, every one of them. They did a great job. Next year, 6 of those young fellas will be playing minor, a few of the subs, and the other minors can go on to Junior A, Junior B, and in a few years to come make it a senior hurling. And the Shamrocks come up to receive the cup. Well, they were in the county final last year, and they were beaten in the county final. They've won it this year. We were in the semi-final last year, we were beaten in it. We got to the county final this year. Who knows? Next year we might get to the county final and win it. There's no gap. See all the supporters out there, they all telling the boys how well they played, and I'm sure they're all proud of the boys. The captain receives the cup. No doubt they played their heart out, they played a good hurling match, and congratulations to them. There's no doubt that they played a great game. Tommy Doyle likes to thank Rosslare for the sporting game. Well, we've lost before and we'll lose again, I suppose. That's the name of the game. But that was a great sporting game. A game that will always be remembered by the men of Rosslare who have brought those young men to a county final for the first time ever. Fine young men, and every one of them will take their place in hurling, whether it's in Rosslare or wherever they go. They can hold their head high and say they remember the 2nd of October 1988 when they went within 6 points of winning a county championship. The closest any minor team hurling, particularly because it was the first ever hurling team to come out of Rosslare to be in a county final, and its first ever minor county team, underage. We will be concentrating on them even more in the next few years. The job will be well done, and I'm sure that Jim Sweeney and Noel Goff are still very proud of the young men they led into Crow Park, or into Wexford Park today. And now we close off, and I want to thank the cameraman here for his efforts in bringing this video to you, to Rosslare. Eamon Colfer. Thanks, Eamon. That's it.